it's expanded. So what's the thoughts with that? And we've seen Diallo and Matthijs De Ligt are involved. Are they fit to start?
To start, no, but they can be on the squad to the game. And the rest of the players, we have game tomorrow, then we have to train here Friday. So we need to prepare not just this game, play this game, but also prepare the next game against Brentford. So we took a lot of, especially young kids, to prepare the next game.
Does it feel like there's a different edge around the team heading into this match, given the importance of it?
Not just in the team, but in the fans, in you guys also. So it's everybody knows that is really important for our season. We know that nothing is going to save our season, but this can be huge, winning a trophy, and also to get in Champions League, to have European games next year could change a lot of things in our club, even in summer.
Hi Rúben. In the 4 knockout games the team scored 12 goals, but in your past 12 Premier League games you've only scored 12 goals. Why do you think the team is so much better in Europa League than Premier League?
I don't know, in that department I don't know, because we had some games that we didn't create situations, but it's not the case in the last games. When we stopped for the national teams, we had against Nottingham we had situations, against Wolverhampton we had situations against Arsenal at our home. So we are creating the chances, but we are not scoring goals, and sometimes you don't have an explanation for that to happen. So if you create situations, you are needed to score a goal. But in Europa League, you are scoring more than in the league. I don't have a big explanation for that.
Paul.
Para Manuel. ¿Puedes hablar un poquito sobre la importancia de jugar en la Champions?
The importance of playing at the tournament of the Champions.
Como decía el míster,
esto no va a salvar la temporada. Head coach said this is not going to save the season, but the history of United is written with titles. So that's why we are focused very much on tomorrow and to be able to play in Champions next season. So it's very important, and all together we're going to try and win.
Hi Rúben. You've been very honest about the team's form this season since you took over. There's a scenario whereby you could finish 16th or 17th in the Premier League, win the Europa League and still get in the Champions League. Some people would say that devalues this competition, and it's embarrassing that a team that finishes so low in a domestic league could be in the Champions League. What is your answer to that?
I think is the rules. It's hard to talk about that. Maybe it's not, you could say it's not fair, because the best teams, the champions, should be in Champions League, but you have this competition to give a value to this competition. Is one way to reach. It's like one cup in our league. If you win the cup, you go to European games. So is the rules. I don't know if it's fair or not. But if there is that possibility, we have to try to reach it.
Hi Rúben. Yoka has been mentioned as a potential transfer target. I know that you're not going to tell me if he's the one that you do want, but you brought him in from Coventry and helped him develop into one of Europe's best strikers. Is that the kind of project you want to do at Manchester United, or are you looking to bring somebody in with that experience who can help the younger strikers we already have?
Our focus is to help our players that we have. Rasmus scored 1 goal in the last game. Again, I think you can see that Rasmus has the talent, Josh has the talent, Shido has the talent. We have to improve the players, but to improve the players individually, we have to improve the way we perform, the way we play. And we are far from being a really consistent team that can help the strikers to score many goals. So again, it's more, I already spoke about that. We are scoring, we have a clear lack of goals, and that cost us a lot of points this season, and we have to improve that to help the strikers to improve.
Hi Rúben, you've spoken before about the pressure that comes with playing for Man United. Obviously tomorrow is very important, the season's riding on it. You said there's implications for maybe the summer budget, even the future of the club. Have you got any concerns about the players' ability to cope with that extra pressure, given that there's already pressure playing for Man United anyway?
No, I think they are prepared. And if you see this team, maybe with some problems during the year, they were able to win cups. And that is also a pressure, especially English Cup, that a big thing in our league. So they are prepared. They are every player are international. But then the context and this season was really complicated in every aspect. So I don't see that is an issue. They are excited to be here. They want to win. They are capable of winning. Again, it could change our summer, it could change the next year, but if we want to improve the club, we should not be focused on this. It's not the most important thing in our club. We have to deal with a lot of things in our club, and we will be fine with Champions League or without Champions League.
Hi Rúben, I'm Amanda from Danish Disney Plus. What kind of impact do you expect from Rasmus Højlund tomorrow?
The same that he had in the last game. He scored the equalizer. He is really anxious in every game to score goals, but he's working really hard. I already said that in some goals that we scored, especially in this competition, he was really important. He didn't score, but he makes a movement to open the space. So I expect the same thing. He needs to work hard for the team. And I think he's in a good moment, in a good spirit to do a great game tomorrow.
Hi Rúben, Ziggo Sport Netherlands. Could you talk to us a little bit about what that incredible comeback against Lyon has done to the confidence in this team and how far you can reach in this competition?
I think it's more a club thing, not in the... everybody knows that when you play in Old Trafford, something special can happen. But then in the next game against Wolves, we create a lot of situations that we didn't score, and that confidence came down a little bit. So this season is a little bit like that. We are always searching for a great moment that can change a lot of things. We just need to be consistent. But it was a great night. And sometimes in this kind of season, you have these special moments that you can take, and in this kind of games we can use that to feel the players to do something more special.
Question for Manuel. How important, Manuel, as a player, is it that United are in European competition next season, and also can you explain why they've done so much better in Europe than in the Premier League this season?
Yo creo que algo...
A main difference was the physical part. I think that we felt better playing in Europe, in the Europa League. There was a main difference. And then, as the coach said, we had games in the Premier where we had opportunities and we didn't score, and suddenly we lost points in the Premier League because of small details. Details that in the Premier we cannot miss, and we need to be focused on these kind of details. But I think that that's the physical and the attention, sometimes the focus. In the Europa League we were very, very much focused, and that's how we have to work as well and play during the Premier too.
When he became the Liverpool manager, talked about the need to turn doubters into believers. Obviously you said already nothing will save your season, but would winning a trophy help you turn some of the doubters into believers?
I think it's not the most important thing. Of course, people are going to look in a different way for this season, but especially for the coach. So again, it's something more in the core of our club, that a lot of things we need to change, and we need to be consistent. So Europa League is not going to change anything. in our problems. It's going to help us to have Champions League next year, more money to spend, but the problems are still there. So we have to change the minds of our fans with consistency, with the good decisions, good recruitment, good academy. This is what we need to change to take this club back to the top. This is more a shortcut to go to the European Games, nothing more. The problems we need to solve in a different way with more time and be really clear on that.
Hola Rubén, muy buenas.
Hello, Rúben. Welcome to Bilbao. Are we going to see a happy Manchester in the build-up, or a bold exit, or if it's a 180-minute game in a way, will it be more reserved in the defensive?
We see the games and the way we work. We change each game. If we see the opponent against Bournemouth is a team that can press really high, so we suffer a goal. Building up in the way we build up. Bilbao is more or less the same thing. So we just are focusing the way we play, and then we see the opponent. What is the strengths of the opponent? So we will try to do the same. We are going to play the game that we see, and we are paying attention to the strengths to the opponent.
One at the front here from Manuel.
Hola Manu. ¿Cómo está jugando?
How are you playing with Casemiro, and what have you learned from Casemiro? I'm learning a lot with Cassie. I have a very good relation with Cassie. I try to copy as much as I can all the good things that he has as a player, and not only inside the pitch but outside the pitch too. This make things that make you win, because he's a winner. I feel very comfortable. I speak a lot with Casemiro, and up until now I keep learning, and I'm very happy. Javier Ortiz de Lazcano. Welcome to Bilbao from El Correo. What strengths do you see in Atlantic in tomorrow's opponents, and what weaknesses, if you see any weaknesses?
A lot of good things. I'm not going to talk about the bad things, but they are really strong as a team. They are really intense. They are really aggressive. Even for a Spanish team, they are really aggressive on every duel. They have great players one against one. Nicky Williams is a special player. They are the best defense in Spain, in the league. We are not scoring too many goals, so it's going to be a tough match for us. We know that in the beginning of the game, 20-30 minutes especially, they are really strong and really intense. They use the crowd to take the game to a different level, and we are prepared for that. So we are going to face a very, very strong team.
Okay, let's take you live to Manchester United training ahead of that Europa League semi-final against Athletic Club. And breaking news for us, Anton.
Yeah, as you can see, this is Manchester United's final training session before, well, their biggest game of the season as they travel out to Athletic Club later today. And as you can see, Amad is out there training with the Manchester United squad. He's been out with injury since pretty much, the beginning of February, and he was arguably in the form of his career when he picked up that injury. You can see him chatting there to Lenny Yoro. So a huge boost for Manchester United. We will hear from Rúben Amorim a little bit later on when they arrive in the Basque Country, Manchester United, about whether the Ivorian will be available to play. Like I said, he hasn't played since the start of February, but there must be a temptation to potentially bring him in off the bench if Manchester United need a goal, considering, obviously, look, this is a huge game for the club as they try to get into the Champions League via winning the Europa League. Eagle-eyed of you may have been able to spot as well, Matthijs De Ligt is also out there training with Manchester United. So two big boosts for United ahead of this trip to the Basque Country. Look, obviously we know Manchester United's form in the Premier League hasn't been what they want it to be, but the two players there at the back are about to run the gauntlet will be very happy to be doing so. As you can see, the spirits are high. The players are very, very happy to have their dynamic duo back. They will be, obviously, look, they want options at the back. It's interesting with Manchester United, considering, obviously, look, you know, defensively they've had key injuries all season. Having De Ligt back for this game means they have more versatility if they want to play potentially Mazraoui either at centre-back or at right-back in the absence of Diogo Dallo. And, of course, obviously the fact that Luke Shaw has just played his first Manchester United full 90 minutes for more than a year as well. So, Manchester United finally have some more options at the back. Now, Matthijs De Ligt is back. But I think the one thing that will get Manchester United fans excited is the return of Amad. Look, he was obviously playing lights out, wasn't he? At some points, he was the most threatening attacker that Manchester United had before he picked up that injury. He pretty much got them through some dark times in January, especially. You've only got to think about his superstar performance against Southampton at Old Trafford. Then when they looked like they were struggling. We will be back to Manchester United training here in the sunshine. But like I said, two boosts: Amad and De Ligt back for United.
It's always nice to have a boost.
Manchester United have been handed a significant boost ahead of their crucial UEFA Europa League semi-final first leg against Athletic Club, as both Amad Diallo and Matthijs De Ligt returned to full first-team training. The pair were spotted back on the grass at Carrington on Tuesday morning, offering manager Rúben Amorim more options in both defence and attack as United looked to take control of the tie at Old Trafford on Thursday. Amad Diallo, who had been sidelined with a minor knock, is now in contention to feature against the Spanish side. His pace, flair, and creativity could prove vital in unlocking a disciplined Athletic defense. Fans have been eager to see more of the Ivorian winger, especially after flashes of brilliance in his previous outings this season. Meanwhile, the return of Matthijs De Ligt is a massive boost for United's backline. The Dutch international had been out with a muscular issue but is now deemed fit to rejoin the squad. His experience, leadership, and aerial prowess will be crucial in what is expected to be a physical and tightly contested battle against Ernesto Valverde's men. With United chasing silverware under Amorim's new regime, having key players like Amad and De Ligt back at such a critical juncture could make all the difference. The Red Devils are looking to reach their first European final since 2021 and will be aiming for a strong result at home before the return leg in Bilbao. Fans will now be watching closely to see if Amad and De Ligt make the matchday squad and what kind of impact they can deliver on the big stage. Can their return help reignite United's push for European glory? All eyes will be on Old Trafford this Thursday.